Hello, it's Gammy. I wanted to share with you today a little bit about my chicken plucking background. When I was in high school and, I don't know, 3 or 4 years after high school, my mother raised about 100 chickens. We didn't have a barn, we had a garage in rural acreage. And I don't remember the killing part, but we must have killed them and plucked close to 100 chickens. At least one summer was that many. And then we canned them after and processed them in quart jars so that we could eat them in the winter. And I was the one that was chosen to help her with this chore. We had to pluck each stubborn feather one at a time. And after you pull out the feather, you have to pull out the pin feathers, which the feathers are seated in. And then after all that was done, well, of course, first we killed them. We didn't do this while they were alive. Sorry, I amuse myself. So then we had to butcher them. And then we had to pack the raw chicken, bones and all, into quart jars. And we left the bones in because it really adds collagen and flavor to the chicken and the broth. And then we canned them in a water bath. And we could open and eat a quart of chickens when we so wished during the winter. And oh, that was such good chicken. Oh man, it made the best soup, and my mother's dumplings would just fly off the plate. I still remember it. I wanted to put on a picture of somebody plucking chickens. I didn't have a photo of me doing it, but really it was so gross that I just could not put it on this talk. In the summer, well, 8 months out of the year in Minnesota, my dad was a fisherman of live water fish, and he did not ice fish, and so we saved the chicken mostly for the winter and ate fish most of the summer. We had a variety, and they always grew a large garden. And I remember one winter, my dad was laid off from work, and he went fishing. The lake shore was only a block from our house, down the hill, and he would bring back little sunfish and cut them up in halves or quarters, and before he planted the corn seed, he would drop a fish piece in the hole. And that was something that the Native Americans did, and they had success at growing corn. So my dad did that, and it really did work. Great corn. But Mother also raised in her garden loads of tomatoes and cucumbers that she made pickles out of that if we didn't eat them fresh, and lettuces and radishes and I don't know, all kinds of garden vegetables. And then the tomatoes were canned, and she would always can 70, 80 quarts of tomatoes. Oh, they were so good. She and my sister and dad were the only ones that ate hot peppers. I never liked anything hot spice. And they were so hot. They'd just break out in sweat when they were eating them. And they'd say, that's the best pepper I've ever ate. Well, one year, the steam coming off the cooker that Mother was cooking on the stove to get them ready to can, the steam alone burned her face pretty bad. She ended up in the hospital in the ER with burns on her face. there's no way I'm putting that stuff in my belly. But they did, and they thrived on it at the time. I've added a few innocent type photos for you to get an idea of what I'm talking about, but I just wanted to share with you my experience of being a chicken plucker, canner, and eater.